Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make an Aldi Supermarket. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make it to the very end of the video to see where we place Aldi in the city. This is the amount of space required to make Aldi. And here are some of the materials that we shall use throughout the build. However, we will also need all of these as well. Begin by placing 2 birch planks in a row on the ground. 1, 2. And then place 2 light blue stained glass pane to the right. 1, 2. Then place a stone brick wall. 2 more glass, 1, 2. A stone brick wall. 2 more glass, 1, 2. Leave a gap of 2 and then place 2 more glass, 1, 2. And then a stone brick wall. And then place 2 more glass, 1, 2. And then a stone brick wall. 2 more glass, 1, 2. And then a stone brick wall. Then 2 more glass, 1, 2. And then a stone brick wall. And finally, 2 birch planks. 1, 2. Extend the birch planks up each by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the same for this one. We then want to extend across all the way over to where we very first started. And then join and connect down, like so, to give us this. We then want to extend each one of the glass blocks that we have placed all the way up to join the birch plank row that we have just made. Then, on top of every stone brick wall, we want to place 2 additional wall, but then a cyan terracotta, like so. And we want to do this for every single instance that we have the stone brick wall. There we go. We are also going to place 2 rows of light blue stained glass, connecting these 2 rows in the middle together. Next, we are going to place cyan terracotta extending forwards from this stone brick, and we want to place 5 in total. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then place a yellow concrete in front. Extend the yellow concrete over to the right and place a row of cyan terracotta from the opposite stone brick wall here to meet it, like so. We then want to place stone brick wall extending down from each of the end cyan terracottas like this. We are then going to connect the stone brick walls together with a row of light blue glass pane. And on the left and right side here, we are also going to place, we'll just go with 1 row of light blue stained glass pane extending inwards, like so. So if you guys haven't gathered, this is the entrance area. I always refer to it as an airlock because that's kind of what it feels like, but we then want to place yellow concrete on the left and right sides of this row of yellow concrete here. We want to place 1, 2, 3 yellow concrete extending up, across, and down, with blue concrete all the way in between, just like so. We are then going to place rows of light blue glass extending up on top of our cyan terracotta to meet the height of the yellow concrete, and then we're just going to extend back an additional block like this. And we are going to fill the top of this in with glass as well. And we also actually want to have a row of smooth stone slabs. So whether this wants to sit on top or not, it kind of depends whether you want the sort of look that you're going for. Like, that does look okay, but I do also like the appearance of the glass extending backwards. But we just can't place the smooth stone slabs. It's an ever so slight trade-off that's, I mean, it's not really even that important. But anyway, we want to place smooth stone slabs along the top of our birch plank area. This is going to form the roof. We also want to place smooth stone slabs in this position right here, so just below the cyan terracotta blocks extending across the front of the build on the side here. And we want the same thing over here on the left, but it doesn't want to come as far. So here it just wants to span the distance of the window, just like so. But on the right you can see it goes all the way to the right. And that is looking pretty good so far. So next, come to the right side of the build and extend this birch plank block backwards. Then place a stone brick wall, and then 2 light blue glass pane, 1, 2. And then a wall, 2 glass pane, 1, 2. Then a wall. Then 8 birch planks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're then going to extend up by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then all the way back to the front of the build. We can stick some smooth stone slabs on top. We can fill this area to the right in using birch planks, just like so. And then stone brick wall extending up to meet the birch plank area. Fill this little section in here with birch planks also. And then we are just going to fill these windows in using our glass pane. On the back of the build, we are simply going to extend a row of birch planks across and ultimately forward to meet and join back to where we first started. We can then fill this right wall in completely using birch planks. With a row of smooth stone slab on top. And we will be doing the exact same thing to the very back of the build also. Next, we are going to remove every single grass block inside of the store and replace it using oak planks. I'm also going to take the time to remove underneath the windows whilst I'm at it and place either sea lanterns or cyan terracotta or maybe even a different block. Ultimately, I think that cyan terracotta is going to be the right choice because I don't want to really highlight underneath the windows. I think it's also worth mentioning that I'm going to use a different block for the inside of the airlock. I'll most likely use smooth stone for this, but we could also use a different block as well. But I think smooth stone will kind of be a nice continuation of the outside floor, partially inside of the building. It just seems right. Next, we are going to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rows of grass in front of Aldi. This is also going to extend to the right and back as well. This does apply to the airlock as well, and with the airlock in particular, we are going to place cyan terracotta underneath the glass and wall blocks, and then place smooth stone pretty much everywhere else. Next, we are going to make a trolley return area on the left and right side of the build, starting with the right. Place 1, 2, 3 iron bar extending from the building, and then across to the left, 1, 2, 3. Then place cauldrons inside of this empty space with oak fence gates extending out of the back of the cauldrons. And of course, we just have a trolley or shopping cart with the handles. Whilst we're on this side of the build also, we are going to add a lamp post. So this is right of the centre of the trolley return area, 2 polished black stone wall on top of each other with a beacon on top, and a black carpet on top of that. Whilst we are still on this side of the build, we will add a black concrete here, and 2 here, and place paintings in front of the black concretes. So these are quite simply advertisements. Whilst we're still on this side of the build, we will add a bin here, just right of the entrance/exit, place spruce trapdoors flipped up all the way around the bin, just like so. Finally, moving all the way over onto this side of the build, we will make the same trolley return from here, 1, 2, 3, iron bars, 1, 2, 3, with a couple of cauldrons, open fence gates of course, and we are not going to have any advertisements over here, but if you did want to, you could place a lamppost here, but it's going to clip onto not only the trolley return, but also a wall as well. So you may or may not want that. I don't really like how everything grips together, but it's not really a big deal. We are also going to add a bin on this side as well. So this is the cauldron with the flipped up spruce trapdoors all the way around the outside of it. And also, we want to add some bollards. So this starts from here, and we want to place a red nether brick wall, gap, diorite wall. And we keep repeating this process here until we extend probably all the way over here or so. I mean, we could go all the way over to here. I mean, literally just in front of the store. I do think that we will remove these 3 middle blocks just so that they don't kind of like... I like the clear view of the entrance of the build, so I think that we will just leave it at that. We also have to make a sign. So we are going to make Aldi in letters written out with banners. So throw down a loom, open it up, blue banner in there with some white dye. The first letter we must make is A. So that is Pale Dexter, Pale Sinister, Chief, and then Fess. A. L will be Pale Dexter, base. D will be Pale Sinister, put blue dye in there, lozenge, put the white dye back in, base, chief, Pale Dexter. And lastly, I will be pale, and there we go. We simply apply our letters starting here, A, L, D, I, LD. Perfect. Next, we are going to make all of the car park. To do this, we are first of all going to line up with this block here, and dig in the ground 1, 2, 3 rows forwards, place iron terracotta in there, and then dig in front of this all the way to the end of the grid, and then right by 3. 1, 2, 3. So we will remove all of these blocks extending backwards, and these first few rows will be cyan terracotta, but all of the other rows smooth stone, extending all the way to the end of the grid. Perfect. We also want to mark out some walls. So, from these rows of cyan terracotta, we can actually remove all of the grass, left and right of these, extending all the way to the end of the grid, and we can replace all of the grass with cyan terracotta. So these are essentially going to be the 2 roads in and out of our car park. We are then going to place terracotta along the remaining part of the grid, extending all the way to the back of the build, around the back, and, well, pretty much extending all the way over to the equivalent position on the right side of the build. So, unfortunately, we did get rid of some of the grid on this side, but I think that you guys all know where to stop. It lines up with the bollards, and we want to make this wall 2 rows high in total. In addition to this wall, we are also going to add 2 more walls on the remaining left and right parts of the grid, and this is going to just kind of like box in the car park area. We are going to leave the front open, however, so that we can just like walk into Aldi if we so choose, but we also want to place a row of leaves next to the wall, sir. We also want to add a row of leaves here as well. So this basically just in between these two bollards lining up with this black concrete, it kind of just cuts this area in half nicely, and we want a row of leaves just right of this path. So if we take a look from the sky, I think that this will be a little bit more illuminating. You can see that we have individual sections now that are roughly spaced equally. And we will remove all of the blocks inside of these sections as well. And on the outer walled sections, we will have the car parking spaces facing the wall, and essentially we place a white concrete powder, 3 cyan terracotta, so on and so forth, just extending all the way to the front of the build like this. And these are 5 rows long, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 4 rows long, and then we get a little bit more of a wider space, so maybe just 4 rows long, and then we have like a row of 3 cyan terracotta to like drive, in air quotes, into these spaces, but you could just have a row of 2. Most of my vehicles for Mini City are only 2 rows wide anyway, so it does make sense that we would be able to do that, but I do think it looks more balanced with just the row of 3. So again, on the outer parts, powder, 1, 2, 3, powder, 1, 2, 3, powder, and then we will make these 4 rows long in total, and these will accommodate almost every single vehicle that I make for Mini City anyway, so it's not a big deal whether it is 4 or 5. And then really we can just kind of choose which side we want the car parking spaces to be in for this final one, but I'm going to make them on the left, so 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, add 3 rows, fill the rest in with cyan terracotta. For a final bit of detail, I'm going to add a lamppost just at the end of the path here. So, of course, that is the 2 polished black stone wall, beacon, black carpet on top. And there you go, that's pretty much the entire outside of Aldi. It's looking pretty clean. With the entire outside of Aldi now made, we are able to head inside and work on the interior. In the front left hand corner of Aldi, we are going to place rows of 1, 2, 3 cyan terracotta extending up from the ground, with 5 sea lanterns extending across the wall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cyan terracotta next to it, also rows of 3, 5 more sea lanterns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3 cyan terracotta. We then want to extend the cyan terracotta forwards and grass block in front of these sea lanterns. Place spruce trapdoors in front of the grass block, like so, and then place sea lanterns above and in between the rows of cyan terracotta, with green concrete on top, extending forwards and down in front of this left section, and a brown concrete doing the same in this right section. Then place polished black stone slabs in between, in front of, and around the bottom row of concrete like so, and then lanterns extending down from the slabs. We now are able to make, in front of these, we want to leave a gap of 1, 2, 3, and then place a light grey concrete and extend 1, 2, like so. We then want to place 1, 2, 3 sea lanterns, light grey concrete on the end, extend outwards, like so, and then place grass block in between, spruce trapdoors flipped up in front of the grass blocks, like so, and then we want to leave a gap of 3 extending back, and then we want to do the exact same thing. So 1, 2, 3, light grey concrete, grass either side of the sea lanterns, spruce trapdoors flipped up next to the grass blocks, just like this. And this is how we are going to leave these right now. However, we want to have another set of these, and we simply want to leave a gap of 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then make the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, and then 3 sea lanterns extending forward, light grey concrete in front, grass block, spruce trapdoors, and then the exact same thing, so just leaving a gap of 3. These are all parallel to each other, they're kind of like in a nice little grouping of 4. There we go, perfect. So all of this will have nice fresh produce in them, and we will do that at the very end. Next, we want to leave a gap of 2 right of this light grey concrete, so 1, 2, and then place a polished black stone slab on the ground. Extending backwards from it, 3 black concrete powder, 1, 2, 3, and then on the side of the slab, an oak sign, and behind all of this light grey concrete, a smooth quartz stair facing this way with glass pane on top of the light grey concrete, blue carpet in front of the light grey concrete, extending an additional row backwards like this, and a chest here, and we are also going to place light grey banners around the exposed black concrete powder area, and this is just a till / self-serve. Honestly, it's a little bit ambiguous, which is the way that I like it. Next, we are going to leave a gap of 2 from this and then do the exact same thing. So, gap of 2 from the carpet, 1, 2, and then we place the same slab, the same 1, 2, 3 concrete powder, light grey concrete behind this, smooth quartz stair, glass pane, oak sign here, light grey banner along the sides of the black concrete powder, then blue carpet along the side of this, extending 1 row outwards, and a chest here, and you'll be able to see that we have the exact same thing. Next, we are going to place a row of bookshelves along the back right side of the build. So these bookshelves will extend from where this till area begins all the way over to the right. We will then leave a gap of 1 from the end of this bookshelf and place a series of bookshelves extending forwards. We will do the same from this end as well, so leave a gap of 1 and then place a series of bookshelves extending forwards. We can then add string in front of the base of these bookshelves with white carpet on top, so we've just got to place an additional string here. It's hard to see the string. With 2 rows of white carpet on top of the string, and these just look like shelves. Like so. That's absolutely perfect. And there kind of is room, like if you wanted to add another set of bookshelves kind of like in the middle, you could definitely do that. If you wanted to maybe just add like a lower row or something like that. But it does get a little bit cramped in there, but it's completely up to you. Another option as well, just because it kind of spaces nicely, but the only problem would be that we can't get behind these, is we could place another series of bookshelves behind each one of these produce areas like this, but I don't know if it looks a little bit too crowded in here like that, or if it's just enough or too little. Another option would be to extend part of the store back if you wanted to, so you could literally like extend the whole thing or part of the store, and you'd be able to fit behind those and like walk around, or maybe we could like shove these forwards or something. But I don't know, everything seems spaced so nicely other than that. It seems a shame to kind of like change the structure of the store. Like if you have a look at it from above, removing the bookshelves, everything just lines up so perfectly, if you know what I mean. So next, we are going to fill in each one of these vegetable / fruit sections. So this first one here, going to hoe this area out and place wheat seeds. This area to the right, hoe all of this area and place beetroot seeds. This area here at the end, I think that we will have some fancier things. So perhaps some torchflower seeds and some pitcher pods. I really like how the pitcher pods end up looking, by the way. They look very cool. The area here at the front, we are going to have good old standard carrots and potatoes. This area here, I actually forgot to make soul sand, so we can have a soul sand section here with neverwort here, and then sweet berries on this side. And this back section here, I'm actually going to have completely just mycelium with red and brown mushrooms, and we have a really nice variety. I'm also going to add some paintings just along the insides here. They would all preferably be a bit different, but I mean, it's perfectly fine as it is. And then if we just bone meal everything, then it will all look really, really nice. I don't know why, I just find that so incredibly satisfying. And the last stage of this tutorial is to simply fill the roof in using smooth stone slabs. Not my favourite material of choice for filling in a roof. Slabs are always a little bit tricky, but it's what we've got to do, guys. Oh, also a very minor detail, you can actually add a little hidden away staff entrance slash exit just in the back of the store over here, hence why we have this little alleyway, but you know, it's up to you whether you want to have that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is this tutorial complete. However, this video is not over. We must now take our Aldi and add it into our city. I bet you guys already know what I'm gonna say. Aldi belongs in the modern suburbs. How could it not? We don't have a supermarket here yet. It's the right place to put it. It just has to belong here. Also, add some cars to the car park. It just makes the place a little bit more vibrant and lively. And that's it. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to make anything else by me, I would highly recommend the Mini City playlist down below in the description. As of recording this tutorial, we have well over 80 videos in there for you to enjoy, which includes everything that you can see in Mini City and things that you can't see. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.